Hello friend. Okay, this is going to be a little Telegram chat, energy healing. Episode. I'm just going to do some energy healing on my dog here. But I'm going to explain what I'm doing, explain my process, how I've learned. And my bird's joining in apparently. Hey, baby. So there's multiple ways you can do this. You can use your hands to sense their energy, which if you clap, say 10 times, or open and close your hands really quickly, 10, 20 times, you'll start to feel a buzz in your hands, and that is just energy that you're feeling. And when you're going around somebody's body or something's body, such as my dog, for example, what you're doing is you're trying to sense that energy with your hands. You're not actually touching them physically. Your energy that's around your hands is actually just interacting with the energy in their energy body. And as you move through, you get information, such as heat, such as coolness, such as density. Sometimes when the energy is more dense, it almost feels like you're pushing, or you're almost experiencing like a magnetic repulsion. Your energy, your hand's energy doesn't go through it as smoothly. So I'm just sensing my dog's energy right now. But it's also important to go into your mind and be aware in consciousness. And what you're doing is you're affirming with your mind that there is complete health. Health has been restored. You don't want to view anything as ill, because then you're energetically affirming it. It's like saying a negative prayer. So you're visualizing in your mind's eye, in your imagination, with consciousness, health being completely restored and renewed. As you're playing with your hands in their energy field, with your hands' energy field, you're influencing it. And this is the dance. It's also helpful to project love. Now, you don't necessarily have to project love onto the being that you're healing. Just you being in a state of love itself is projecting that healing through your own energy body into their energy body. This is what's known as entrainment. When two energies mix, they entrain. Much like they say, the example is, if there's several women living in a home together, eventually you'll see that their menstruation cycle comes into harmony with the other person's menstruation cycle, meaning they get it around the same times of the month. That's just entrainment. The nature of entrainment on nature. Now, if you don't have something in your physical environment, say you're working on someone who's not in your physical environment, do it all in your mind. Consciousness is the essential piece, not your hands. Do it all in your imagination. Can we really influence somebody else with just our imagination? This is what prayer is, my friends. This is what prayer is. If you couldn't, why would anybody pray? But when you understand that your thoughts create your own experience, understand that your thoughts influence others as well. They have the capacity and the ability to influence their own experience as well. Meaning you could be sending prayers, and if they're affirming illness in their conscious mind, they may be trumping your efforts, depending on the momentum they are creating and the momentum you are creating. If you feel the need to use hands, but you're not in somebody's environment, in your mind, in your imagination, see your hands going to their area of need. A friend of mine who practices energy healing actually visualizes Christ's hands in his imagination on those spots. And you can do this too. Affirm that those hands are being maintained in that position, and they're maintaining that positive healing expression in that area. If you rely on your physical hands in order to do this, you're creating that limitation. You're creating a reliance on your hands. Remember, the catalyst, the essential piece, is what you are doing in your consciousness. Maintain a loving mindset, unconditionally loving, high vibration, gratitude. Do not give any attention to illness. Do not affirm illness. Do not visualize illness, because that's what the energy that you're putting out. That's the reverse prayer. We have to use our mind in the manner that affirms wellness. Only see wellness, only feel love, only feel gratitude, high vibrations. If they've got a wounded knee, visualize them running. Visualize it as already done. Visualize them doing things that they wouldn't be able to do unless they were completely healed. Visualize and affirm that response in them. This is you influencing energy. This is a prayer. By the way, you can do this for yourself as well. You can do this for yourself as well. Maintain it. In the moments I'm quiet, I'm just in the stillness doing this. I'm practicing as I'm describing to you. If you're questioning whether or not you have the ability to heal or not, I'm confirming you do. Believe that you do. If any doubt comes up to your mind that you're not influencing things, change your mind. Apply consciousness, apply deliberate thought. Affirm that you are, and see it in your mind as being done. As soon as you step into doubt, you're putting the brakes on it. Okay? Again, if you're not using your physical hands and you need an involvement of hands, you can use your hands in your imagination. If that person's not in your vicinity, or if they are in your environment, either way, you can just sit back and do it all in consciousness. Notice the pace of my words. Notice the relaxation in my voice. When you're doing this correctly, without effort, without force, it nurtures yourself. It promotes relaxation in yourself, which promotes healing in yourself. You give what you get. You get what you give. Like attracts like. What are you being right now? Love, gratitude, wellness, relaxation. So what are you expressing and influencing this other person in your conscious mind with? Don't have expectations of when it's done or how much of it is done. Affirm that it's all done. It's all done. But if you happen to look back and it's not done, return your mind, renew your mind to love, to gratitude. Make space for grace. Make space for God. Make space for transformation by consciously aligning with it rather than consciously denying it. Look how all illness is a denial of our innate inheritance of abundance and wellness. Okay, we're gonna end the piece of this session that was the actual applied healing. And now in your imagination, see them in a circle, see them in a bubble of protection, of safety, of wellness. Fill that bubble with everything that comes to your mind that affirms the healing is done and will be maintained. Use whatever, Spirit's saying magic. Use whatever comes to your consciousness. If it's a herb, you're putting that herb in their bubble. That herb has energy, has an energy that's transforming. Don't worry about them taking it internally. What's more important is the energetic effect and influence on their energy. See them well in all ways. Do not allow your mind to project any ideas of wellness, of illness, imbalance. Do not allow your mind to entertain any ideas of illness regarding not just that person, but any person as well as yourself. Entertain all ideas of wellness. Complete wellness. Okay, now we're going to release our connection to this beautiful, wonderful being of God. We're going to view any connections that we have to anything else as ropes, ethereal ropes, connected from their energy body to our energy body, and they're tied to us in a knot, and in an instant, just by the thought, the knot releases, their energy goes to them and releases from us, and all of our energy comes back to us. And we are once again whole. We are completely well. We are completely aware. Affirm these things, my friends. There's a mini little example of a practice healing. Do this as often as inspired. Do it for yourself. Do it for others. This is how we cultivate our conscious ability of healing, not just for others, but for ourselves. It's one and the same. And if you can do it all in your mind and practice it and develop it in that respect, then your physical hands aren't necessary. Being in somebody's environment isn't necessary. You can do it at a distance, what's known as distance energy healing. I would say that's there's less limitation by doing it that way. Spirit's saying it's almost like the difference between just being psychic, because you can connect to your senses, or requiring a pendulum. And when your pendulum isn't on you, you can't benefit from the fruit of that instrument. You are the instrument. Your consciousness is the instrument. Now, some people will say, but isn't it God healing through me? I'm just the vessel. Exactly. That's exactly what it is. But how are you becoming that vessel? By using your consciousness to align with that which it is that you're intending to influence. God couldn't use you as a vessel of healing if your mind was resistant, if your mind wasn't aligned. So this practice is one of aligning our mind to Source, to God. The glory goes to God, but it takes us aligning with it. And that's what this video is demonstrating, how to gain that alignment, how to make space for God's grace, right? All right, friends. I trust that was valuable. We'll talk soon. Stay blessed. If you found this episode helpful, please consider sharing it with those who may be ready for its message or in need of a spiritual perspective. If you're interested in personal guidance, either online or via email, in order to better align your practice and experience, helping you to grow deeper spiritually, psychically, as a conscious creator and manifester, affecting all areas of your life, including health, relationships, and abundance, you may contact me at aswithinsoul@gmail.com. If you're inspired to support my works and expanding endeavors in the form of a donation, that would be greatly appreciated and can be done by e-transfer or PayPal using my email aswithinsoul@gmail.com.